Hallo, guten Tag. Wie geht's dir? Ich hoffe, dass es dir gut geht. Herzlichen Willkommen in die Klasse. Das mache ich gern. So I like to do that. So today we're on lesson 2, looking at free time. Zum Anfangen bitte schreib das Datum und den Titel auf. Der Titel, das mache ich gern. Und das Datum für heute ist Donnerstag. Ich muss mal schauen. Also Donnerstag, der 15. Januar. Donnerstag, der 15. Januar. Okay? Und unterschreib das Datum und den Titel bitte. Underline the date and the title. Okay, so let's have a little look at our lesson aims. So we started this week learning about hobbies. We've been revising the present tense, and this week or today's lesson, we're going to be looking at irregular verbs. We're going to be applying our vocabulary learned, and we're going to be setting our targets to improve further. Okay, bitte zum Anfangen die Lücken ausfüllen und die Sätze übersetzen. So you've got 5 nice little sentences here. I want you to fill in the gaps using the vocabulary below and translate the sentences. Okay, so you can pause the video now while you're doing that task. Okay, wir sehen jetzt, was die Antworten sind. Das erste, ich fahre gern Rad, and that was I like to ride a bicycle. Ich fahre gern Rad. Thomas spielt sehr gern Videospiele. So Thomas really likes to play video games. Ich chatte gern mit meinen Freunden. I like to chat with my friends. Gudrun faulenzt gar nicht gern. So Gudrun doesn't like lazing about at all, or really doesn't like lazing about. Vergeh nicht gern einkaufen. So we don't like to go shopping. Okay? So wie war es für dich? Wie viele Punkte hast du gekriegt? How many points did you get out of 5? Hast du 5 Punkte gekriegt? Okay, wir gehen noch weiter. Also jetzt, was machst du in deiner Freizeit? So I want you to see, can you make 9 sentences, at least 6 sentences, between 6 and 9 sentences using any of the pictures. You can start anywhere you want, okay? Let's look at a little example. So, ich werde zuerst hier anfangen. So, ich gehe gern ins Kino. Ich gehe gern ins Kino. So remember for this exercise, you're going to be using gern, sehr gern oder gar nicht gern. Okay? Bitte 6 Sätze oder 9 Sätze. So between 6 and 9 sentences. Pause the video while you do this task. Okay, Grammatik für heute. So we're looking today at irregular or strong verbs. So in German, if it's an irregular verb, we call it a strong verb. So we're going to look at the 3 verbs fahren, sehen und lesen. So fahren, to drive, or we've also seen it used as to go, sehen, to see, and lesen, to read. When you look at these, they actually look the same as present tense verbs. They take the same endings, but they do have some changes in the vowels in the do, sie, and es forms. So let's have a look at first one is fahren. Ich fahre, du fährst. So you can see it changes here. We have an umlaut on the A, and we have the umlaut pronunciation, du fährst. Sie, es fährt, again, an umlaut change in the third person. And then wir fahren, ihr fahrt, sie fahren, and sie polite fahren. So really, as you can see, the only place that this one changes is in the do and the sie and es formats. Okay, so bitte schreib das auf in deinem Heft, write that down in your book or on your paper. Please highlight or underline the parts of the verb where it changes, the do and the sie, es. Okay, danke. Now let's have a look at the verb sehen. So ich sehe, du siehst, So again, it changes in the do part. Sie, sieht, wir sehen, ihr seht, sie, ihr seht, sie sehen und sie polite, you sehen. Okay, so bitte schreib das auf in deinem Heft. Make sure you highlight where the verb changes. Okay, und lesen, to read. Ich lese, du liest. Okay, I didn't highlight that in red, but I think you probably get the idea there. So highlight it yourself in red. Du liest, sie, es liest. Wir lesen, ihr lest, sie lesen, und sie lesen, polite you. Okay, so make sure that you have those three written down. How do we know? Is there any way that we know the difference between a regular verb or a weak verb and a strong verb? Leider nicht. The answer is unfortunately not. We just have to learn them. But that's also the good thing, because there aren't any surprises. You'll see as we go along that there are verbs that follow the pattern, and I'll be introducing you to those. So if I say to you, conjugate a verb, the reason I tell you that is it follows the same pattern as one of the verbs. Okay. Okay, so wir werden jetzt ein bisschen üben. So let's practice. And we're going to practice with the correct form of fahren. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 Sätze to fill in with the correct form of the verb fahren. Please write the sentence out fully. Translate the sentence as well as you're going along. Okay, and you can pause this while you're doing that task. Okay, wie war's für dich? Let's have a look and see how you got on with the verb fahren. Meine Schwester fährt snowboard. So my sister does, in English we'd say does snowboarding, but in German they say drives a snowboard. So remember, that's like skateboarding. Also fährt a skateboard. So how did you get on with that form? Did you have the umlaut in the third person, the changing, and also the regular ending with the T at the end? Okay, das nächste Nummer wäre ich fahre Ski. Ich fahre Ski. So how did you get on with that one? Did you have your E there for the first person? And that means that I do skiing or I go skiing. Again, in German, they say I drive skiing, which is quite funny. But you get the idea. So I do skiing. Meine Eltern fahren Rad. Okay, so my parents do bike riding. Okay, and again in German, we're literally saying my parents drive a bicycle, which is quite funny. How did you get on with the ending there, fahren? Again, it's like the regular ending, en. Okay, so the next one is du Ski und fährst du Ski. How did you get on again with the do part of the verb with the umlaut? Fährst du Ski, and it means do you do skiing or do you go skiing? Wir etwas Skateboard, so wir fahren Skateboard. Okay, again, that we do skateboarding, a regular ending. And fahrt ihr Skateboard, so do you, plural, do skateboarding, fahrt ihr Skateboarding. Wie viele hast du gekriegt? Wie viele Punkte hast du gekriegt? So how many did you get out of 6? Okay, now here's a little extra challenge for you. And it says conjugate schlafen, to sleep, or tragen, to carry. So I've chosen those two verbs for you because they follow the same pattern for fahren. Okay, so you'll use the same pattern for fahren, and you can do schlafen, okay? And we'll correct those in the next lesson. Okay, wir gehen noch weiter. Okay, wir werden jetzt ein bisschen lesen. So let's do a little bit of reading. So you have 2 tasks here. You've got 2 profiles for Thomas and for Amela. Read Thomas and Amela's profiles and answer. You just have 5 questions here to answer about Thomas. So answer T or answer A for Amela. Okay. And then the next question is, finde die passenden Sätze You've got a few sentences of English, and I want you to see, can you find the German for them in the text? Okay, 6 sentences. You can do markup or just write the sentences out in your book. Okay, so remember, what's the strategy when we do this task? What's the strategy? Remember your strategy. So are we just going to read everything, sit there for the next 30 minutes, reading? No, exactly. So the strategy is read the questions first, find the keyword, so dance, maybe village, sport, TV, shopping, find the keyword first, and then you're going to skim and scan in the text for the keywords. Okay, and the same strategy with looking for the sentences or the phrases in the text. Okay, so pause, bitte pause this recording, pause the video while you're doing that task. Okay, ganz gut. Wie war's für dich? How did you get on? Let's have a look at the answers. So who likes dancing? That was Thomas, who lives in a village. That was Amala, who likes sport. That was Thomas. Oh, sorry, Entschuldigung. That was Amala, who doesn't like watching TV. That was Amela. And who doesn't like shopping? That was Thomas. Okay, how did you get on with that out of here? Now let's look at the sentences. I like dancing very much. Ich tanze sehr gern. I find it tiring, but it's fun. Ich finde es anstrengend, aber es macht Spaß. I don't like going shopping. Ich gehe nicht gern einkaufen. I'm energetic and fairly sporty. Ich bin dynamisch und ziemlich sportlich. It's difficult but exciting. Es ist schwierig, aber spannend. I don't like watching TV at all. Ich sehe gar nicht gern fern. Okay, wie geht's? How did you get on with that task? If there's any that you're missing, please write them in your book. Remember to write the English and the German, okay? Because we're always trying to expand our vocab in every single lesson. So the more you know, the more you can speak and the more you can write. Okay, ganz gut. Pause the video if you need to write down any more information. Ganz gut. Also zunächst werden wir schreiben. So our final task is we're going to do a little bit of writing. The question is, was machst du in deiner Zeit, in deiner Freizeit? So what do you do in your spare time? Schreib dein Profil, write your profile. So you're going to write your own profile about what you do in your free time. You can use the writing frame here to help you. And you can also use Thomas and Amala's profiles in the previous page to help you as well. And looking at Thomas, and I'm going to just go back a second, they have a really lovely structure here. So it would be a good idea if you haven't done so, just to take a little photo with your phone or with your iPad, so you can use that to help you as well. You've got your greetings, hallo, ich heiße, your name, and you can add those into your profile as well, which would be lovely. And I've also asked you to use connectives, intensifiers, and opinions. So remember your connectives und, aber, auch, and then your intensifiers, etwas, ein bisschen, ziemlich, sehr, opinions. So use the opinions. There are some opinions for you down here. Remember our opinions that we had from our sport lesson. Ist es toll? Ist es entspannend? Ist es schwierig? Ist es langweilig? Etc. So use as much vocabulary as you can. Now it says 40 words plus here. If you just look at the profiles that Thomas and Amla have done, they're already at least 60 words. So I'm fully confident that you can do a little profile of yourself with 40 words. Okay, bitte anfangen. Do your best. Your really lovely writing task, and I do look forward to reading that. Okay, vielen herzlichen Dank. I'm going to finish the video for now, and you can continue doing that task. Dankeschön.